Tonight on Pohs Kitchen, I lend a hand to an Aussie who swapped life on the Hollywood A-list for the slums of Cambodia.
One world ended, the other world began. And I just couldn't settle back into Hollywood.
I find out how food is helping transform the lives of these kids.
Probably the most rewarding meals I've ever served in my life. Pretty hard not to fall in love with these kids.
This is a story that deserves a bit of star treatment.
I'm going to have to rip my apron off and join the gang on the red carpet.
I'm in Cambodia to check out something really remarkable that's happening in a slum based around a garbage dump called Steung Meanchey.
Just today. You know Steung Meanchey?
Yeah,
yes?
I know.
After some incredibly dark years, Cambodia is finally starting to emerge into the light. The capital, Phnom Penh, is a bustling traffic-choked city on the banks of the Mekong River. People flock here from the country looking to get a slice of the growing prosperity. But thousands of kids end up living on the streets and in the slums.
The children take the can from the garbage.
From the garbage?
Yeah, they don't have job.
And no money?
Yeah, there's no money. Normally they live not far from the area.
Around the garbage?
Yeah, around the garbage.
Hello, Scott.
Hello, I'm glad you made it.
Thank you. Lovely to meet
Coming
you.
all this way, all the way from Adelaide.
Wow.
This is Scott Neeson. When he saw the way these kids live, he decided to do something about it and started the Cambodian Children's Fund, or CCF.
This is where it all started for me, or all ended. One world ended, the other world began.
This is
It's all garbage.
quite extraordinary.
We used to have families all over here, living all over this area, because there's no rent, living on the garbage.
Scott, how does a boy from the burbs of Adelaide end up here?
I left school quite young. I didn't finish high school. First interview I had was a drive-in projectionist, and that's where I started and worked up the ladder. In 2000, I was made president, 20th Century Fox International. We had a great string of successes. By pure chance, ended up being taken down here by a friend's friend. It was just so confronting. Sold my house, the boat, the cars, and I just couldn't settle back into Hollywood. I thought I'd come from a fairly working-class background, but it's nothing. You know, this is just a whole different level of hopelessness. There is literally no hope here. Do you want to look inside one of the houses?
Yeah.
Excuse the mess, we weren't expecting company. 11 people sleep in here on this one stinking, mouldy mattress. It's horrible. There's no bathrooms, just go out into the sticks back here. Just actually cook inside, so this place in the evening, there.
Oh, my goodness, I
The
didn't
heat
see
in
that.
here during the afternoon is unbearable. Believe it or not, this is so much better than when we found them. I know it's really squalid and it's depressing and there's a lot of malnutrition, but we know how to fix it. We should have all these kids in school by middle of July. This is where the whole adventure began. It doesn't do it justice now. It's all overgrown. It's been closed for 2 years, but back in its day, this was all garbage, 11 hectares of garbage.
Goodness.
100 metres deep in some parts, covered in kids. It was like a little sea of ants. Kids living here, working here, just scavenging. It was the most appalling thing I'd ever seen. Tonight's Enrollment Night. We open in 6 weeks. We've invited the local population to come and enrol their children in education.
Oh, look at this.
Right here, smack bang in the heart of the slum, Scott is laying the foundations for his latest CCF school. And it's Enrollment Night.
They're handing out sandwiches and little, like, toys and stuff, basically as a reward. You know, half the kids don't even know how to unwrap the sandwiches. Such a basic thing is a huge incentive for them just to come here and enrol. How important is food to what you do?
Food operates on so many levels. It's the incentive, it motivates the parents to get their kids to school. It meshes the whole community. It's the one thing we all have in common. This one has been following me around. Her name's Kuntia and she's 7 or 8 years old. She's not quite sure which.
Yeah.
OK, Kuntia.
And all the kids are going nuts on the sand.
They are. Well, if you look outside, there's glass, there's rubbish, there's syringes, there's all sorts. This is the only place to play.
That's clean.
Kuntia, congratulations. Get mould in.
I saw this girl taking shelter from the rain this morning. It's hard to believe she's 8 years old. She's in terrible shape.
15 kilos. I know the family fairly well and she hasn't got any parents. Once she's in the program, she gets her uniform, meals every day. Ian, this is my friend Pohs.
Hi, Srey.
From Adelaide, Australia.
How are you?
That's where I come from.
Srey Ing and Srey Mom are two girls who missed out on school, but now they're part of CCF's community leadership program.
And now you can help Scott.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Very happy.
Yeah.
Scott is very old. He needs help.
Where you come from?
Australia.
Australia. Come on,
I love the way Scott empowers the kids to start taking care of the next generation. Ing and Mom seem like such positive and confident young women. I'm sure they'll be a huge inspiration to these kids.
Oh, I can't do it.
Yeah. No, you can. You can.
Oh, okay.
You just tell yourself I can do it.
Like this? So, Scott, how did you think it went today?
I think it was great. We've got another 300 kids coming in to study this place. In 3 months' time, you won't believe the difference it's made. Kids are on the way to big things.
So tomorrow, maybe I can come and help you?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then we can get to know each other better?
Yeah. I'm very happy.
For the kids from the enrolment, today is huge. It's their first day of school and Scott wanted me to see this.
You couldn't get nicer kids.
It's just funny seeing them fiddle with everything because I've never had
Buttons,
things
belts.
like that.
That's right, let alone the shoes.
This is a really incredible moment. Before Scott enrolled these kids, they were playing around in clothes that they've probably been in for months. They've been showered, they've got backpacks, new clothes. You know, just so much pride beaming from them. Scott? Oh, she's copying the flower. I just did a flower and she's copied it, which is so adorable. Isn't this beautiful to watch these kids just get a few bits of stationery? It's a profound change and it means that they have a future. Look at them. Oh, how cute do they look?
After Scott opened his first school, he realised the next thing he needed was a bakery.
Here is the student just came from the community. They don't have time to learn in their home and they don't have ability to go to school. So right now they are learning English with us.
Madeline is a top-class chef who helped Scott develop the CCF food program. He works around the clock, passing on his skills to the next generation at this bakery and cooking school.
Right here, the cooking class. Before they go to the kitchen, they have to learn the method.
Stir fry or wok fry, sweet and sour chicken. Yeah?
This is Pohs, came from Australia. See the famous cooking in Australia.
I really hope that all of you get some really amazing opportunities and food's changed my life and I hope it's going to change yours.
Thank you.
Oh, Kuncha.
This baking program, they will train the student in baking bread and cake also, because they don't have food enough to eat every day in the community people. Here is the nutrient-enriched bread.
So this isn't just a training facility, but it also feeds the community and gives them extra nutrients in their food that they're not usually getting.
We want to make a bread to sell in our restaurant also.
Hey guys, how's it all going?
Oh, hi.
How's your time?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
It's fascinating.
You met our star, Sarun.
Nice to meet you,
Sarun
Sarun.
went through the program.
Oh.
He came from really difficult backgrounds and he's now one of the top chefs in Phnom Penh, works in one of the best restaurants and comes back and volunteers here. He's a shining example. He's the mentor.
It's hard to believe someone who grew up on a garbage dump with no parents is chefing in one of the best restaurants in town.
Sarun, in 10 years, where do you want to be?
I want to have my own restaurant.
Yeah.
A small one.
A small restaurant?
Yes, small but expensive.
Well, this is really exciting. We're going to take this great bread to a school and the kids are going to take it home to their families so that the whole community gets a nutritional boost.
After the people eat, the people feel more energy. You have a lot of butter, egg, sugar, and a lot of vitamin inside the flour.
Oh, very nice. This is quite scary, actually.
When Scott started CCF, he quickly realised kids just can't learn on an empty stomach. That's why he started the bakery and why food is such a central part of everything he does.
Hello. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
What's your name?
I'm Streika.
Streika. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you. I'm Pohs. So this is your school.
Yes, it's my school.
We have your bread. The Streika, the bread, do you like eating it?
Yes.
Yeah?
It's really delicious.
Delicious.
It's good energy and it's good for health.
And does your family like to eat it?
Yes, when I get it to home, my sister and my brother eat it all.
In 1 second.
Yeah.
What did you do there that you like so much?
Streika is so plucky and full of life, it's hard to believe she grew up on the Steung Meanchey garbage dump.
When I pick up it, my arm is burned in the fire.
And your leg as well?
Yeah.
When that happened, how old were you?
I'm 6. In the dream, I want to study in university and I want to be a doctor.
It's time to get going. I'm keen to catch up with my new friends, Ian and Mom, at the CCF Community Centre.
We serve food?
Yes.
Very good, okay, yeah.
This is a central part of Scott's food program, the nightly feed. Every night, Scott throws open his doors to the kids in the local community and offers up a high-protein meal.
Well, this is definitely a unique experience. It's very hot, but I don't think I've ever fed such hungry mouths. Check this out. So they've got some noodles, beef, stock, some healthy vegetables.
The families of these kids from the slum can't always guarantee they go to bed with a full stomach, and that's where Scott steps in.
Wow. Probably the most rewarding meals I've ever served in my life. Pretty hard not to fall in love with these kids. They're pretty amazing.
Congratulations!
That was really fun. I love doing that. So nice to see all the kids really happy because their stomachs are full.
Tomorrow we will go to Kampong Cham village. Would you like to go?
Yes, definitely.
Heading to the country today, and I'm keen to cook something to take with me. Scott has kindly offered to let me use his kitchen.
We're going to be visiting with Stray Mom's mum, who's going to be cooking us a traditional Cambodian meal, so I'm pretty keen to check that out. But I'd really like to take a gift with me. So I'm going to make shortbread with some pistachios on top. I hope that goes down well.
I was thinking about cooking a big dish, but apparently taking a sweet along is more culturally appropriate.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Hey, Scott, thanks for letting me come into your kitchen.
Thank you.
Do you want to try one?
I would love to.
So I'm going to take these to Kampong Cham. Do you think they'll go down all right?
The kids will love them.
Yeah.
They'll be very popular.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's good.
So this is my first trip to country Cambodia, and I couldn't ask for two better guides. It's going to be great to get to know the girls a little bit better.
Today is very special day for me. You know, I'm so excited. I get up at 4 o'clock. Oh, I love countries. Fresh air, water, animals. In the country, they cannot earn much money because in Phnom Penh, they have many work.
Stray Mum's family are luckier than most.
It's my family. How are you?
They've got a home now on some land that Scott bought 2 hours north of Phnom Penh.
Do you want to go?
Yes, I would love to go inside. Oh, wow. This is so cool.
This is a certificate that I got from CCF.
Your mum must be so proud.
Yes.
So this is where the whole family sleeps?
Yeah, 8 members
8 members.
in my family.
Wow, must get really hot. Tell your mum she's beautiful.
Yes. ก็ทำไอ้สัตว์สะอาด
She's got a beautiful smile.
like you.
It's time for lunch, and Stray Mom's mum is doing a simple stir-fry with pork, lots of onion and some rice. In the West, we're pretty obsessed with the latest cooking gadgets. But check this out. 1 open fire, 1 wok, and a delicious meal.
Is that fish sauce?
Yeah.
Garlic, oil.
How did you meet Scott for the first time?
Before, I want to study, but I don't have many chance. My family is so poor. 1 week, I eat rice, sometimes 4 days.
Terrible.
When Mom was just 12, her parents had to move to another province in search of work, leaving her behind to care for her siblings.
Before she goes, she tells me how to
Cook it?
Yes, how to cooking.
That's really good, and then you can look after your brothers and
Yes.
sisters. Delicious. Very good.
Thank you.
When Mom's parents finally returned, times were still really tough and the whole family had to scavenge for garbage at Steung Meanchey. And that's when Mom met Scott.
I think that if I don't meet Scott, I think I have no dream. Yeah.
To our eyes, this might look like a really basic meal, but for Mom's family, it is a dream come true. They're all together, filling their stomachs with nutritious food.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, it's Pohs.
This is for you and your mum.
Yeah, thank you.
They're just butter biscuits with some pistachios on top, and it's just to say a big Auckland charm for her generosity and for showing me a really wonderful day.
Yes, thank you.
I could have stayed here all day, but Ian's family live just down the road and I'm really keen to meet them.
Here's her house.
Oh, that's your house?
Yes. She's my grandmother. I was born in a poor family. In 2002, my mother got sick. My father was forced to borrow some money, but my mother was worse. Yeah, and finally she passed away when I was 3 years old. Do you know, their parents in my community, they just let their children go far away from hometown. And they don't care about their safety.
Some rural families are so desperate to get out of debt, they'll sell their own daughters. I hate to think what might have happened if Scott hadn't turned up.
My big dream is I want to develop my community.
It's a very, very good dream. Can you tell your grandma that she must be very proud of you for going away and studying and because you're such a beautiful young lady?
Before we head back to the city, the girls are keen to show me something at the temple just down the road.
This place talk about the Pol Pot, so let's go see together.
Okay.
You can't even begin to understand Cambodia's problems without acknowledging the horrors of Pol Pot's regime. It's great to have a chance to pay my respects.
Your grandmother went through it.
Yes.
She said. It's very hard to think one person can do that to another person. Hard to believe.
Yes.
It's a very sad history to have for your country.
Back in the city, Madeline is flat out. CCF has a new restaurant and it opens tomorrow night.
Hi, Madeline.
Hello, Pooh.
I'm thinking it would be great to involve the kids and turn it into a wild celebration of Scott and all the amazing work he's done for them.
You're going to be really busy, so maybe I can help do decorations. And I would really love to help you do some cooking.
Of course, we have traditional duck soup.
I would love to help you. Can you teach me?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, fantastic.
I will show you. Duck soup is my traditional.
I'm really thrilled that the restaurant opening is going to give me a chance to help the kids show their appreciation for Scott.
He's really humble and always turns the focus onto the kids, but I reckon he deserves one special night in the spotlight. First up, I need to do a bit of food shopping, and the place to do it is the Kandao market. Cambodians love their food super fresh, which is great, but it also means that this place is packed with weird and wonderful sights. I'm a long way from a Western supermarket.
Madeline's given me a shopping list to make this hot and sour duck soup. I don't speak any Cambodian, and I'm seeing lots of things that I'm finding very confronting. Things that are still writhing around in buckets, so it should be very interesting.
Cooking a traditional recipe for a big crowd of locals is a huge challenge, but luckily Cambodian food has a fair bit of overlap with Malaysian cuisine, and I use most of these ingredients, so that's reassuring.
All of this in my bag adds up to under $3 American. Ridiculous.
Right, that's my food shopping done. It's time to focus on getting some decorations, and I've invited the girls along to help me out.
You like roses?
Yes, I like roses.
Scott told me that when he first met these girls, they'd stare at the ground. They could barely look you in the eye.
Oh, look over there. Flowers. Yes. Put on the table, it's nice. At least count it one.
Look at them now, streetwise, confident, going places.
$7.
$7?
Yes.
Thank you.
Take $3.
That's good. That's
Yes.
good bargaining. Never seen so much bling in my life. So where do you think we can buy some fabric for,
Yes.
you know, like that?
Yes. Maybe turn left. You keep going and then turn left. Yes.
Okay.
This is it, the big day. This place is pretty basic, so transforming the restaurant opening to a dazzling party for Scott is going to be tough. I can't quite believe I've taken it on, but considering what Scott's done for the kids, it's the least I could do. Madeline and the CCF trainees are cooking up a storm, and I've managed to rope Saroon in to help too. Ian and Mom are working with me on the decorations, and we've recruited the kids from the school next door.
This is going to look absolutely beautiful. Each of the kids is just doing an A4 with a letter on it, and it's just to make a sign to say, we love you, Scott, thank you so much, because all they ever talk about is how much they appreciate what Scott's done for them. That's good. It's going to be really colourful.
The way these kids are working brilliantly to pull this night off shows just how much Scott has transformed this community. If you didn't know, there's no way you'd ever guess that most of them grew up on a garbage dump.
Okay, with 1 hour to go, it's getting pretty hilariously chaotic around here. Very typical Southeast Asian decorating experiences. Dolphins, scenes of the country, flowers on the wall. It's completely crazy, but I love it. On a more serious note, I haven't started prepping the duck soup yet, so let's hope it all ends well. This is by far the craziest cooking session I'm about to enter into. The guests have already arrived, decorations haven't even been finished, but Madeline's taught me how to cook this hot and sour duck soup, so I'm going to just get cracking.
So we start with a spice mix. We've got lemongrass, galangal, kaffir lime leaves, red eschalots, garlic, turmeric and peanuts.
Okay, so I'm just going to pound this, but the pestle that I'm using, if you just turn it around, does that remind you of a piece of sporting equipment? I think it might be.
So that's a spice mix done.
Madeline, how do you think I'm going?
You're doing okay, but you have to hurry up.
Okay.
Now, into a big pot goes some Cambodian fish paste.
Throwing the spice paste in.
That's the beautiful paste we just ground up, and some coconut milk.
Give it a bit of a stir and then let it simmer. And well, haven't I done a splendid job of chopping the duck? I didn't really, Madeline did it for me. Thanks, Madeline.
Yeah.
While that's simmering, I get to do some mad last-minute prep.
I'm thinking 2 lines.
Okay.
Because then can hang like this, and then...
Yeah,
here we go.
Now here's a nod to Scott's Hollywood past. We're rolling out the red carpet.
This looks brilliant. I hope Scott really loves this. I'm freaking out here because I think Scott's about to arrive. So that beautiful sauce has been bubbling away. It smells amazing. And the last bit is just this. This is the only vegetable in it, and it's called a hog plum leaf. That tastes great. I'm gonna have to rip my apron off and join the gang on the red carpet.
Whoa!
It's lovely to see Scott being welcomed by his CCF family. He's walked plenty of red carpets in his time, but I'm pretty sure this one takes the cake.
Oh my goodness, this looks fabulous.
Congratulations.
You're hiding behind the flowers?
I am.
Thank you.
Madeline.
What an incredible moment, not just for Scott, but for all the kids from the slum that will go through this place and learn how to cook, carving out a future.
This is great. Oh my goodness.
Everyone, come on.
Isn't this special?
Yeah.
I mean, you want to give this up, no?
No, never.
Saroon, how you doing?
You can clearly see the affection Scott has for these kids and that they have for him.
How are you?
Good,
Survive?
Yeah,
Good,
a
good,
long
good.
time no see you.
Yeah, I know. I don't go out much. And you're buying your brother a motorbike, I heard.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful. You guys are very talented.
Aren't they? And these are leaves from the tree out there because we ran out of greenery. There's about to be some dancing. Do you want to come over here?
Now this is the kind of thing kids should be doing, celebrating their culture with grace and style.
Oh my God!
Have you seen this before? It is amazing.
Look at this. For better or for worse, Cambodia is a country fast rocketing into the modern world. It looks like these kids are going to cope with it just fine.
They're breaking! Wow, that takes a lot of strength to do that.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
Time to eat. Try the food.
Amazingly, it's all come together, and my soup's made, and I can't wait to see what people think of it. Soup? You're welcome. What do you think of the soup?
It's delicious.
And how was the dancing?
The monkeys.
They were incredible. Hey, Surun.
Good.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
Pass?
Yeah.
Pass.
Wow. So we are eating the next round.
Really?
Scott never rests. Even tonight at a celebration, he's asked people off the street for a feed. And check this out.
She's never studied before. She's been running out the front.
hanging around.
Yeah, 12 years old, 7 brothers and sisters. Her father's a garbage scavenger, her mother's a cleaner in a garment factory. So tomorrow you study, yeah? There's always room for one more.
So it's a special night for Scott, but for this girl, it's truly remarkable. From this day on, she starts a new life with food, education, and a future. I've had an incredible week exploring Scott's world and meeting some truly special young people. But here comes the hard part. I hate farewells.
So hard for me to explain how special this has been for me. Just remember, you can do anything you want in this world. You can dream really big dreams, and you can do anything you want. Just remember that.
I miss you.
Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you.
And they're great.
They're all amazing.
They've taught me so much more than I've taught them.
About yourself?
About everything.
About everything.
Compassion,
Yeah.
being able to live with oneself. Certain individuals, a lot of them, you do it for all over again. You do the whole thing for one of them.
Thanks, Scott.
Okay.
You're incredible.
Reading pool.
Ready?
Ah, looks nice.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
You must be proud of it, yeah?
Yeah.
I read somewhere, you will fall in love with Cambodia, but it will break your heart. When you see these kids and how resilient they are really like little phoenixes rising from the ashes. It's something that just breaks you down and breaks your heart.